Good afternoon, all. This is Bender Beerman, and today we're going to talk about disassembling and cleaning a Nitro faucet. You're going to need a couple tools for this one. Alright, so take off your knob. Set that aside, because you never do anything with it when you're cleaning it. Just go ahead and loosen that one up. So you need to take a screwdriver. And you always want to do it before tearing this apart because there's spring in there and it's so much easier to do before. Well, it's always easier to do when that spring is compressed. Pull your pin, drop that. Usually drop that on the floor so it goes ahead and rolls underneath a underbar cooler so you can't get to it. Oh, same with that part. Yeah, there's a seal in there, as you can see right there. This portion screws off. You can see a big spring. So, see, nice in there. Spring. And here's your plunger. So inside of here, you have a little keyway. This is the key, and that keeps it going perfectly straight up and down and in position. A couple little O-rings here and here. And this part down here is actually pretty complicated. So once you have it off, your body is pretty well open. You've got, of course, your coupler gasket. You've got a gasket down here, but this is pretty much just normal. And down here, your spout. This actually has a couple parts in here. So you need something to get down in there, and I'm using one of my lock picks because I don't feel like going out and getting my proper picks for pulling out the O-ring that holds that in. Inside here, we've got the spout. We've got the restrictor plate. So this, the beer is forced through here and the nitrogen and CO2 are ripped out of solution. That's why you get that thick, foamy head. It's just beautiful. And goes through here. This thing is tiny. You should always have a couple of these on hand. Order a couple. Have on extra. Then you've got this part, which is just after. So they sit like that. And this brings the beer back together to pour back down into here. You should always have a couple of these parts on hand. They disappear. So you put that in there. Well, this part, the spout, should be unscrewed every day, at the end of the day, and soaked in cleaner and sanitizer overnight. Getting this gasket in is kind of a pain. You don't need to take this apart except for every 2 weeks to do your full clean. And it's like every other draft system. Every 2 weeks you do a 2 or 3% caustic clean on all of these components, through your lines, all of that. You take this fully apart, you soak it in caustic, use your faucet brushes and your toothbrushes to go through and clean every part of it. And then rinse, clean, rinse, put it all back together. So as you can see, I just put the spout back together. And now, got an inchy nose. We're gonna put the body back together. So, first thing you do is take a plunger, put it into your body. Okay. Spring. This is kind of like your lever cap, I guess. A lot of these have different names for every part, but they do the same thing. So you tighten that on. This little cappy thing goes on over that. Now, this is really easy to mess up, so it's going to go forward, because you want the handle to go forward. You can put it on backwards so that it opens the other direction, but it's not correct. Once you get it going, try to get it down as much as your fingers, because the screwdriver is a little bit of a pain on these. Tighten up, screw that down. Time to put your faucet spout back on. Tighten on. Knob back on, and check to make sure everything is working properly. You've got nothing binding, and it's back together, ready to pour another beer. Alright, well, I guess I'll talk to you guys next time. Have a good one. Cheers. Bye.